Oh wait. I'm gonna check if it's recording. Okay, it's recording. So, what's up, everybody? And today I'm gonna be reacting to another death battle consisting of Zatanna, Zatara. It's basically a Marvel versus DC matchup. It's basically Zatanna, Zatara versus Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. So, I think this is a pretty interesting, decent idea. So, I in terms of who I think is cooler, I think Wanda's cooler. In terms of who I think is hotter, Zatanna. In terms of who I think is who do I think is what I want to win? Probably Wanda. And who I think is going to win, I think Wanda probably has this because like there might be feats that Zatanna might have done, like breaking reality, but Wanda probably broke reality more times than not. So, but yeah, for now I'm going with Wanda. Oh shoot. Oh yeah, Wanda.
Northman, and BetterHelp.
Dun. Let's go! Bam! Bam!
The Scarlet Witch, Marvel's Crimson Queen of Chaos.
Yeah.
Zatanna, DC's magnificent mistress of magic.
There are those who wield the mystic arts like gods to reshape creation to their whims.
And there are those who just like to put on a hell of a show.
Yep.
Either way, don't mess with them if you know what's good for you.
You should not.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. I've seen the sneak peek for this, so I kind of know what happened.
Though we may drift day by day in a world seemingly
I saw the
concrete
sneak peek,
and
so I have
eternal,
like a brief
the fabric of reality
understanding of
is
what's
in fact
going on in the
more
fight.
delicate
Yeah.
than we might dare to wonder. Imagine every single iota of it, every star, galaxy, universe,
Into the
all
Spider-Verse.
within the grasp of a single mortal woman, to control at her whim. Imagine the danger we're all in if you piss her off.
We don't have to, because her name is Wanda Maximoff,
Yep.
the Scarlet Witch.
Yep.
As a kid, she and her brother
Wanda
Pietro
Maximoff,
and poor Romani
Quicksilver-
were lucky
Quicksilver.
enough to be turned into
She's not a
superpowered
mutant,
freaks
and she's
by
not
the
Magneto's
High
daughter.
Evolutionary.
Unable to control her
I knew
apparently
that- I
new
knew
magical
this stuff
abilities, it
before.
wasn't long before Wanda lost control and was branded a witch.
Until
I'm not
who would
surprised.
show up but the mutant master of magnetism himself, Magneto. Definitely giving off some
She's not
big
related
dad
to
energy
Magneto.
there.
So, to return Magneto's kindness, she and Pietro joined his Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Great name there, Magneto. Solid branding.
And it wasn't long before she traded her supervillain creds for a membership with the Avengers, which might have been a bit too much for poor Wanda because
Yep.
she definitely drew the superpower short stick.
By waving her hands, Wanda could create small random events known as hexes, subtly altering the probability of any event happening.
That's a cool way of saying she could do like one magic-y thing per fight and then be totally useless. An energy blast here, some telekinesis there, a force field if she's feeling frisky. Not exactly the same oomph as, say, the God of Thunder or the Jolly Green Worldbreaker.
Oh.
But something strange was happening. Over time, her hexes increased in breadth and power, as if there was more to Wanda's powers than met the eye. She learned to slow and stop time, drain and absorb energy, duplicate herself and others, teleport to
interesting.
different dimensions, and even strip others of their powers entirely.
Whoa.
It was almost as if there was more to Wanda than just being some random science experiment. Let's ask our resident expert on the deepest trenches of character history. Jocelyn, if you will.
In reality, Wanda's powers weren't entirely the result of the High Evolutionary, nor was she the mutant daughter of Magneto, as he's claimed.
No, she was
Her powers
not.
weren't just some simple hexes. She might as well have been a god. Until now, she had merely been dipping her toes into the vast ocean known as chaos magic. Though her powers may have seemed to be the byproduct of science, they were in reality the gift of the Lovecraftian elder god Cthon, who attempted to turn Wanda into his future vessel.
Reminds me of my summers by the sea with old Uncle Yogg-Sothoth.
In time, Wanda
Oh my
discovered
God.
she could alter the probability of anything she could think of, turning a mathematical impossibility into an absolute certainty, and vice versa. Wanda's powers kept growing and growing, turning her into a being strong enough to rival even the mightiest of gods. Like,
Wow.
literally, Wanda's chaos magic is counterpart to the Phoenix Force, the embodiment of cosmic
What?
order. You know, that fiery space chicken that can destroy the universe? Wanda fought it, and
Space
even
chicken.
briefly erased it from existence.
At her
Nice.
height, the Scarlet Witch achieved total control over energy, the weather, the elements, your mind, your body, your soul,
Yeah.
all of time, all of matter, and all of reality. She can wipe you from existence with a thought and rend the
That's
very
impressive.
fabric of the universe as though it were tissue paper.
She isn't
What?
even limited to chaos magic either. They might not have been what made her a god, but the High Evolutionaries' experiments did make her more receptive to channeling magical energy. Oh, maybe that's why Mama Boomstick always warned me about redheads.
She's so
Wow.
receptive, in fact, that Wanda is the lone nexus being of the 616 reality, a focal point for the universe's magical energies,
Okay,
and one that belongs
that's cool.
equally to all other timelines.
What?
It's no wonder she was considered a candidate for Sorcerer Supreme. I mean, shit, why wasn't she? She might as well be a walking, talking Infinity Gauntlet.
Well, she may have the power of a god, but she's still stuck with a human's body that can be overpowered by physically stronger foes. Though, she also survived being shot with a black matter bullet capable of, and I quote,
Planet busting.
world-shattering energy.
Oh my God,
So
that
there's
is
that.
insane.
She does technically need to be able to think of a spell in order to get it to happen, so she
Okay.
could theoretically be blitzed. But she's also
Okay.
blocked Thor's galaxy-crossing hammer, kept up with dudes like X-Man who can fight within
X-Man.
blank time,
I think that's
and even
a
amp her own
alternate
speed
version of
beyond
Cable.
the concept of speed herself.
Despite being far and away the mightiest among Earth's mightiest heroes, Wanda resented the pressure of her incredible power. She actually wanted a quiet life as a wife and a mother.
Oh.
But because no one in comics is allowed to have a happily ever after, that
No,
life
they
was
are
taken
not.
from her by literal Satan.
Yeah.
Not the last time he'd do this too. Wanda snapped and she took the multiverse with her.
By tapping
Wow.
into an inconceivable and unknowable pool of energy known as the Life Force, Wanda rewrote all of reality, creating a new universe where life was just how she wanted it.
No matter whose lives she had to change. In this House of M, she had her family back, but at the cost of her sanity.
And it wasn't
Oh.
long before it all came crashing down around her. Once her family and friends discovered the lie of their new lives and turned against her, she uttered 3 fateful words and erased nearly all of mutant kind.
No more mutants?
No more mutants.
Wanda weaved
Damn.
her magic
Yeah, I knew-
throughout all
I knew.
of existence, created cracks
I didn't
across
watch this
reality which
episode
spread throughout the
of Death Battle,
omniverse
I
and
just
threatened to annihilate
started.
all of creation, the entirety of Marvel's infinite cosmology,
Ooh.
everything that ever was.
Shit got dark, and while Wanda has worked to keep her powers in check since then, that threat is always there. But honestly, that sounds more like a problem
Oh,
for
she
anyone
can't
who's
connect to
stupid
the
enough
Life
to
Force
get in her
again?
way.
Both a blessing and a curse, a help and a hex. Such is the true power of the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. Yeah, that is pretty insane. So, yeah, that was a rough life that Wanda lived through. So, I think I'm going to stop this part here, and then I'll go to Zatanna's part. Zatanna's analysis, whatever.